Hello and welcome to all you Leos. Welcome, dear Leos, for your monthly horoscope for November 2015. And I think, notwithstanding the fact it's a month full of truth, full of squares, full of tension, I think you will do fine. And why am I saying that? Because you are a fixed sign. And all the things that are going on are not for the fixed signs, actually. So that is good news, isn't it? It doesn't always have to be you with Saturn in your sign. Oh, I don't want to say this to offend you, by the way, because I know you're a Leo. But I'm saying this because Saturn is not in a fixed sign anymore. And that should normally, in general, give you some release there. But let's have a look at what will the month bring for November for you Leos out there. First of all, three things actually. First of all, there's going to be applying an aspect that I've been talking about for a year now, I think. Neptune squaring up to Saturn. What does that mean? Neptune is there for a long time in your 8th house. Let's double check. Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, yeah, 8th house. So it has been there for a long time, Neptune. And it's good. It means that it's supposed to be there. And it means that Neptune tries to broaden your boundaries. It tries to make those perspective a bit broader. And the 8th house is actually, it's a challenging house to have Neptune there, because the 8th house is the house of the occult. It's the house of the demons and the aliens and the house of death. And so it's kind of a taboo house, you could say. On another level, it's also a very psychological house. So probably Neptune has broadened that a bit. And you could say, oh, that's a good thing to see things a bit more. But now it is showing that with Saturn coming up, to temper that a little bit, and it's going to be good for you, because Saturn is in your 5th house, the house of your creativity, your heart. And Saturn is saying, look, there are some boundaries here with all that opening up there for you don't know what even. So that's what the Saturn is saying, and Saturn is showing you responsibility for your own joy, actually. That's Saturn in the 5th, being responsible for your own joy. And so that is what's going on. Again, I don't think when it's very in your personal chart, of course, it will be important, but in general, you will do fine with this, because this aspect climaxes around the end of November, around 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And then, and then it will be over. It won't be that exact anymore, not for this year at least. So you're coming up against some restrictions maybe, but they are good. They're meant to be like that, and they are there to show you some reality, you know, real business here. And again, talking about business, maybe you've just started a business. It could be that maybe you were hoping too much from resources from your partner, for instance, or for someone that you, a bank even. And now Saturn is saying, maybe I'm going to start my own business, yes, but be a bit more, you know, smaller, maybe. So it can have 100,000 of outcomes, but this is the flavor. So that's that. And that's something to look forward to, because it means that this is a process that when Saturn comes, when a big planet comes to another big planet, it's saying like, Saturn is like saying, hey, Neptune, I respect you, but dim a little bit, will you? Something like that. Another thing that is going on is something completely different energy, but also a squeezing, also squares are going on. And the more squares that are going on, the more release it's going to give, which is good. Fixed signs do, like you, do light releases. But it takes time. You know, fixed time, it slows down the energy. So you need a bit more time than others. So what does it mean here? This has to do with the eclipse, and the eclipse was in Aries, and Aries to Libra. So this was on a very general level. It's about relationships and the truth of relationships, because Juno, I don't know why do I pronounce it in a Spanish way, but I don't know. Maybe it is you know, who knows? But maybe some people who talk Spanish will know. But anyway, I've lost my thread here. Yeah, the eclipse showed also something about Juno, which is the asteroid of commitment. And it says, look, this is fairness here. What is real? What is not real? Where are you going to commit yourself to? Where not? And the Venus is in your 3rd house. So it's commitment, maybe with siblings. That's the 3rd house. Your environment. Maybe your style of communication, internet, you know, it's a very social house, the 3rd house. So anything with that is becoming more truthful than ever. And how does that apply itself? Or how does that show itself, that truth? It's true a bit of stress. It's true a bit of maybe obsessions. In October, it was obsessions with the mind, because it was the Mercury that was involved around that point with the Pluto and the Uranus. And but now it is Venus. So this has to do with feelings. So it can be the case that during the first 2 weeks of of November, and it's related to something that happened in October around the 12th, if you can recall that, because there was the new beginning of this, what I'm talking about, this new way of communicating, this new way of relating to others, of sending your messages out and receiving them and receiving information. So now it's about Venus being there, squashed between Pluto, which makes it very intense. So maybe obsessive feelings about the way you communicate, obsessive feelings about a sibling. Whatever it is, this obsession is needed in order to come to that truth. Otherwise, it would not come, that truth. And the truth will show itself around the 22nd, 23rd, 24th of November, which will be Venus opposing Uranus. So unexpectedly, you will sense something completely different, or you will sense something that you didn't expect that you would feel. That's not a bad thing at all, but it's a very true feeling there. And so that's something to look out as well. So it really is more on an intellectual level that you Leos are going through at the moment. But nevertheless, again, it's not one of a key area of your life like relationships or something like that, but it can be very significant. So you will know now how to commit your brain, the way that you think. You will be more committed, and to some things you won't be committed anymore, to some thoughts. So that's good. And last but not least, Jupiter and the North Node in Virgo. So the North Node shifts into Virgo around the 13th of the month, and that shows it's your 2nd house. It's the house of the confidence, it's the house of your talents, it's the house of your finances as well, of your resources, but your confidence, you know, that's important for a Leo. It's important for everyone, but especially for a Leo. And there are the blessings. You know, the other aspects are a bit stressful, but this is where your blessings are. Jupiter in the 2nd house can mean more income, can mean more blessings when it comes to how you value yourself, more confidence. And the North Node there means the focus. If you put your focus on these things that I just mentioned, on exploring new talents, and working on those talents, and working on your resources, working on making money, for instance, working on feeling more confident in life, feeling valued, but really from within, not because someone else is praising you. You know, the Leos are known. I say this is a general thing. are known that they are very sensitive to other people's praise, and but now it's coming. It's strong. It's stronger because it comes from within. So your focus, if it's there, it's going to give you tremendous growth. And the South Node is to release and to let go. That's the spiritual practice. That's the 8th house. You need to let go of support of other people. Not saying don't trust anyone and don't accept any support. It's like that's where the South Node is. That's where it's good to let go of. It's good to let go of being too attached to values that other people put upon you, whether they're good or bad. So interesting for the Leos. I think it's a good month for Leos in general. Spread these videos around if you like them. I don't have other social media than YouTube. I know I should. I should. Well, one day maybe. And what else do I want to say? Well, thanks a lot. And if you want a reading, just get in touch. And I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.